an activist, an entrepreneur, and a voice for our inner city on a national stage. And he's only 21 years old.
Let's go to Jamal Green. He's a member of Black Lives Matter in Chicago.
At only 19 years old, making a difference, Jamal Green.
Jamal Green.
Jamal Green. Please welcome Jamal Green.
Jamal is only 21 years old, but his passion is infectious. So when I went home to Chicago to work on this series, I decided I needed to spend a day seeing the South Side and its potential through his eyes.
I was a class clown in school. I got kicked out of 9 schools, and I went to about 12 throughout my school life. You know, I was a troublemaker, but I didn't take it to the streets. I think I just had so much energy and was seeing so many things around my environment that I didn't like, you know, that I wanted to change. And I felt like nobody was actually trying to change things.
But his name is Rahm Emanuel. And this mayor that we have in the city of Chicago does not care about black people. And I'm going to put that on the record. When you can invest $100 million into DePaul basketball arena when they can practice at the United Center for free, and $16.4 million into Uptown to build upscale apartments, when you can build these new bus stops we got now downtown, but walk in our neighborhoods and not a million is coming. When we walking past boarded up schools, boarded up houses, they knock it down with red X's with no plan to redevelop. Mental health facilities shut down. The unemployment rate is the highest in Chicago than it is around the country. When you want to talk about violence, you got to talk about the economics, not police.
One thing I do know is there are good cops, but the bad cops are shaping the culture.
John Paulos is this police officer. Put his picture out. Tell the people that he shot 2 unarmed black males. Put his background out. You want to keep making us look like criminals? He's a criminal. He's a criminal. Go on, ready to shoot anybody. He shot 2 unarmed black men. That's the criminal that needs to be prosecuted.
We have mayors and aldermen and people who are not doing their jobs. These neighborhoods look like third world countries. They're ghost towns. No economic development. No, the schools are underfunded. Boarded up houses, no plan to redevelop when they knock them down. What are we going to do to start giving these kids alternatives? The unemployment rate is the highest in Chicago than it is around the country. Let's start talking about the root problem. That's why violence is high, and that's why situations like this is happening.
I could be dead, he could be dead, any one of us could be dead, and they will shoot us 16 times and cover it up.
We got to make it personal. We're here to make things personal.
Also tonight, welcome home Mayor Rahm Emanuel. Protesters taking their message to the mayor's doorstep as he prepares to return early from vacation.
See, when the color changes from white to black, a police officer's mindset changes from protecting and serving to provoke and shoot. So that's one dream. That's one dream that Senator Sanders is working to make a reality. That when an officer breaks the law, they should be held accountable just as common men would. See, Senator Sanders, he wants to ensure that if someone gets 16 shots, it's not followed up by a cover-up.
Jamal is no stranger to criticism. He was recently arrested while protesting. Is the criticism fair?
I want to be the first to say, just saying that, as an activist here in Chicago, we do not condone violence against police officers. I believe that every community member and every police officer should go home to their families. Before I want to give her a hug. We're with you.
Thank you. Thank you.
That should not have happened. It should not get to the point where people go over the edge. Everybody just want to be heard. As Black Lives Matter activists, we just want our communities to understand. We want communities all over the world to just understand that we have not been treated equally. There's a deeper problem beyond policing.
Right.
There's systemic issues going on with our communities. But we have to do this together. Police isn't going anywhere. We aren't going anywhere.
You're right.
And the only way we can solve these issues if we do it together.
That's right.
So
Come
I'm
together.
sorry that this happened to you.
Thank you, Jamal.
And I do not condone this against police officers.
Thank you. Thank you, baby.
Wow. So now what are you trying to do now? I know you have big dreams on the South Side.
Yes, so right now we're trying to open up a community center on 79th and Ashland.
Okay.
And it is, yeah.
And you have the building.
Yes, we have the building. It's a 12,500 square foot facility.
Okay.
It used to be an old bank, Standard Bank, but now we're trying to renovate it so that kids can have somewhere to go. So kids can learn about entrepreneurship and financial literacy and how to take back their own communities and stop waiting on everyone else to do it.
Are you sure you're 21 years old?
Yeah, really.
Well, I just had a birthday the other day, so I'm 22 now.
22.
Yes, just had a birthday. Yes.
You think though, most guys your age, I mean, Chance the Rapper's doing amazing stuff too, and I know he's been in your corner, yeah.
Yeah.
But what is it about this new generation we're seeing in Chicago? Most people your age are going to the clubs and, you know, making mistakes at 22.
Well, you know what? I think now youth all around this country are trying to take that torch, you know, and say, you know, we have to make a better future for us and for our children. I think that's the only way.
Yeah.
We can't wait on, you know, anyone else to do it. We're going to get out there. We got the energy. We got the social media. We got the networks. Let's get out there and make it happen for our communities. And so that's what it's about.
The people are coming together to stand up for a change. It's not going to go back to business as usual as they wanted to.